All right, we're here to do the thing, guys. Let's talk about that reverse secret rare Serpent Knight Dragon. We're talking about why there is a reverse secret rare Serpent Knight Dragon and there's no reverse secret rare Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. And I'm going to preface this a little bit. So, Schluss and I talked about this, so I'm prepared to have a discussion in the comments on the merits of my argument. There are two things that I have to separate in here for you guys. There's inference and there's facts that the inferences are based on. And so my goal really is to talk you through some of the facts first and build the foundation so that we can, get to the top together, and then I can show you all of the things that we think are true that based on, and it's logical. So I'll take you through the logic and everything. So the very first thing that I'm going to talk about is the fact that there isn't a Blue Eyes Toon Dragon reverse secret rare. So I'm going to talk a little bit about reverse secret rares, and then we'll get into that. So, and you can feel free to fast forward, if you already know what reverse secret rares are. I just want to catch everybody up. So reverse secret rares are like this, right? I drew a little thing for y'all. So this is the, sorry, I'm like funhouse mirror here, so give me a sec. This is the intended way that things are supposed to go, right? Top right, top right to bottom left, right? Okay, top right, sorry. Funhouse mirror, bottom left. All right, the way that reverse foils work is it goes from top left to bottom right. Sorry, funhouse mirror. Top left to bottom right. So what all they're doing is we're changing the direction of the foiling, right? That's it. That's it. It's that simple. And we know that this is intended because all of the first editions are like this in North American. And for this, I'm only going to talk North American because when you get into different languages, it becomes really complicated, and I'm not sure that I'm prepared to have a discussion about all their foreign languages. There are reverse foils in other languages, but for the purposes of this discussion and YouTube, we're just talking about North Americans. Okay? Intended, unintended, misprint, right? This is a design misprint. So it is for sure a misprint. It is a small misprint, and they are available enough that you might even consider it a variety rather than a misprint. But it is technically a misprint. Technically. At what point, a card becomes a misprint? Come on. All right. Anyways. All right. So if you fast forwarded, right, we're going to talk a little bit about why reverse foils are made. How they're made, right? How are they made? So, all right. I did another thing, right? Top right, bottom left. Top right, bottom left. Top right, bottom left. So the foiling is going this way, right? Sorry, I gotta do this because I'm dumb. Can't handle it. It's going this way, right? Easy, right? Easy. Okay, here's your card right here. Boom. Right? You see the foiling? Look at that. Top right, bottom left. Top right, bottom left. It's working, right? We did it the right way. I think this is right. Yep. Look at that. It's right. Okay. Top right to bottom left. Watch what happens when I turn this page real quick. Did you see what happened? I'm going to show you. Nothing happened. Look at that. Nothing happened when we made it upside down. Nothing. It didn't happen. Nothing changed. The lines are still the same way, right? All right. This is meant to illustrate a point. I used to tell people it was because they fed the thing in the machine wrong, right? But no matter how I feed this into the machine, the foiling is still the same direction, right? So it has nothing to do with feeding the foil sheet into the machine, right? It has to do with the way that the foiling is made on the sheet itself. It has to do with the way that this secret foiling is printed. So when they make it, right? When they make the sheet, instead of going from top right to bottom left, they foil it from the top left to the bottom right. Okay? It has to do with the way that the foil sheet is made before the card is put on it. Because again, I'm going to show you. Turn the card. Yep, we're good. All right, turn the card upside down. Still the same. No matter how you print it on the sheet, it doesn't matter. Okay? All right. Boom. Mind blown. I know, it's huge, right? Big deal. Okay, so, right, that's how reverse secret foils are made. That's how they're made. The sheet, it's a bad sheet. All right. Now we're going to talk about some other things. I'm going to build you up. Come on. I'm going to show you the way. All right. So, when you open a old box, right? LOB, whatever, man. You open an old box. You get one secret rare in the box. I've seen 2 or 3. Sometimes there are 3. But you only get one secret rare in the box. 99.999% of boxes, unless there's a misfeed or whatever. Okay, and we know that particular boxes have different secret rares, right? Hobby boxes have 000. Retail boxes have the last card in the set. 125, 141, 104, whatever, right? For Serpent Knight, I think it's 103. MRL 103. Okay. How do you get a Serpent Knight Dragon in a normal pack? Like any Serpent Knight Dragon. You have to open a 36-pack box of Magic Ruler, right? 36-pack box. It's a retail box. Last card in the set. Always 36 packs in a retail box for like MRD to DCR. Easy, right? We can pull one. We know how to get them. Not reverse foil. So how do we get them in reverse foil, right? Well, it's a retail secret, right? And we know that when they make the sheets are like 110 cards long, right? It's like 11 by 10 or 10 by 11, like whatever it is. 48, 000, 48 last card in the set. Both secret rares are printed on the same sheet for box packs and things like that, right? Because you can, again, like they're making a hobby box and they're making a retail box. So they print both secrets on one sheet, 48 and 48. There's a row of 10 discard test print cards, and then there's 2 test prints at the end of the top row of each 48. So there's enough room for 50, but they only print 48 and then 2 test prints at the end. Okay. Those are all facts. We talked about all the facts. All right. Now we're going to talk about the inferences. So here we are. We know how to get the retail secret. We know how many are made. We know how the secrets are made, right? 48 and 48. Discard the cyan, magenta, yellow, black, right? So if they made sheets, right? If they made sheets and both secrets are on the sheets and the whole sheet is the problem, then Blue Eyes Toon Dragon must exist. Wrong. Right? Like but it doesn't, right? So we know that that's not true because Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, like, so I'm going to quantify the rarity here. Blue Eyes Toon Dragon is theoretical. Like, it is not even, like, it's not even a card. We've never seen it. There's no pictures. Like, it doesn't exist. Not only have we never seen one pulled, we haven't seen one ever. There's Ulevo, right? Ulevo is more common, I'll say less rare than reverse Blue Eyes Toon, because Ulevo, we have a picture of it. We have a picture when Ulevo was given out. We have a picture of that. So we know that it was made because we know that somebody won it. Like, so we know that even though we don't know where any of them are and they may not even exist anymore, but at least we know it was real at one point. Blue Eyes Toon Dragon doesn't have to exist. It doesn't. And we've never seen one. There's no pictures. Like, it's theoretical. Like, it's more rare at this point than Ulevo. Quantifiably so, right? In the way that, like, again, all facts. Okay, so if we know that there's no Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, right? Not even one. Because if there was one, there would have to be 48, right? And we know that there's a specific way to pull each secret. Then we know, like, that there are a couple of possibilities here for how Serpent Knight was produced in Reverse Secret. Because again, like, every other set, LOB, MRD, PSV, LON, and PGD, even PGD, has both secrets as a reverse. LOD, MFC, DCR, IOC, AST, no reverse foils. None. They don't exist. So why is MRL the only one with a retail secret, right? Now we're starting to get to the answer. With a retail secret as a reverse secret. Okay. If this is a logical proof, if there is no Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, then they must have made whole sheets of Serpent Knight Dragon. Okay. Logical proof. If there's no Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, then they only made sheets of Serpent Knight Dragon. That must be true. Must be. Like, it's not a question of like 99 times out of 100, 9 million times out of 10 million times. Like, it is factually 100% of the time, if Blue Eyes Toon Dragon does not exist in Reverse Secret Rare, they must have made whole sheets of Serpent Knight Dragon. It must be true. It must be. Because they don't throw product out. They don't waste product. So why would they throw out half of a sheet and not the other half? If the problem is across the whole sheet, it's not logical. That is not a logical thing to expect. Because you would not do that. Either because one was an error, because they would both be errors, or two, because you create a product and you use it. And if one half of that product was considered viable, all of that product would have been considered viable. Okay. That's the discussion that Schloss and I had. His thought process at the time, and maybe he's changed his mind, I don't know, was that they tossed the Blue Eyes Toons. How? Why? Like there's no logical explanation for why they would do it and not do the same thing to Serpent Knight. The only logical conclusion is that there was an entire sheet of Serpent Knight dragons made, or more than one sheet, likely, of Serpent Knight dragons made to like 98. I don't know, like 98 of them, or they're 48 and 2. Like we don't know how many were on each sheet, but we know that if there's no Blue Eyes Toon, there must be sheets of just Serpent Knight Dragon. Must be. Okay. So what does that mean, right? Because we still didn't answer the question. We don't know where they come from, right? Because if, right, you create sheets, you can release it in boxes. So maybe they weren't making boxes, right? Because if you're making stuff for boxes and you release both sets, right, hobby and retail, then you would make sheets for both, right? So then why that doesn't make any sense. So what product is only a retail product during this time frame, 2002 to 2004? What product is only a retail product? Because again, this is a retail secret. So if you're going to make a whole sheet of Serpent Knights, you're making a lot of retail product. You have to. It's mapped to it. The answer is tins. Tins are the only product that is all retail. All of the packs in there are all retail. Open any tin, 2002, 2003. All the packs are retail packs, and all of them are unlimited. It's the only way. This is the way. This is the only way. So, if you know your history, reverse secrets come out in 2002. So, I'm going to narrow it down a little bit because tins, there's 2002, 2003 tins. Can I get it in a 2003 tin? Let me explain why you can't. Why I don't think you'll find one. We know that reverse secret rares can come in tins because the BPT 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 all exist as reverse secrets. BPT 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 are never reverse secret. But the 2002 tins do have reverse secrets. So we know that you can get all of those reverse secrets in a tin. You can, because the tin cards are reverse secret, but you can't get it in the 2003 tins because the tin cards in 2003 are not reverse secret. And no Imperial orders exist in reverse secret that say spell. They all say magic. Every one of them. And if there was a 2003 tin reverse secret rare in a Pharaoh Servant pack, like, because any of them could come, right, as reverse secrets, because you could make them all on the same sheet, and they probably did. All of those secret rares would be with spell, because 2003 tins all have cards that say spell instead of magic. So it could only be in a 2002 tin, because you get 2 LOB, 2 MRD, and 1 Magic Ruler pack. And that's where you get your Serpent Knight Dragon. That's the place you get it. Always retail. Original 2002 tin secret rares come as reverse foil. It's the only way. It's the only way. All right, so I'll wrap this up a little bit. I'm hoping I blew everybody's mind. So I'm going to clarify a bunch of other things. We know that all of the other sets, LOB, MRD, PSV, LON, and PGD have reverse foils. Let's just leave PGD out for this discussion because it has to do with GX. The LOB has a hobby and a retail secret reverse. It even has the ultra rare reverse. So I wonder, the Metal Raiders has both reverse hobby and retail. So we know Pharaoh Servant does too, but Pharaoh Servant didn't come in 2003-10, so we'll leave that out for now. We know that you can get reverse secrets for LOB and MRD in boxes because both secret rares exist. And again, you could get a reverse secret in the 2002 tin with the LOB pack. You would get reverse secret Gaia the Dragon Champion, but you could never get Trihorn Dragon because it's always retail, right? So those 2 packs will never have Trihorn Dragon in them. The only way to get a reverse secret Trihorn Dragon is to open a hobby box. Same thing with MRD. Same thing with PSV. Same thing with LON. LON, we know that they have to come from the boxes because they have hobby and retail. And I don't think, I'd be surprised that there were hobby packs in the deluxe edition starter deck Joey's and Pegasus. I don't think there are. I think they're all retail because hobby products are only made like during initial release. They don't do hobby reprints. Very rarely. Very rarely. There are some hobby reprints that come out, but it's very few. So again, like I'm willing to be wrong about this. I think that this is the truth, though. I mean, I think that this is it. It's the only way it could be true in my mind. I'm not aware of any other crazy loopholes or errors or misfeeds that wouldn't require us to have a Blue Eyes Toon reverse secret rare. Because all of those, like most of them, require Blue Eyes Toon secret rare to at least have been produced, and it doesn't look like it was produced at all because it would show up eventually. Even Wavy Gaia exists. So what happened to the Blue Eyes? Like, how come we haven't found the golden nugget or whatever, like the needle in the haystack? People are looking actively. All right. Hey, look, that's the whole thing. So I appreciate y'all coming out. Hopefully, you guys learned a couple of things from this, and I did too. So I had a lot of fun making it, and I'm looking forward to discussing this with Schlost in the comments later.